Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Elite 91 Rob Van Dam figure from Mattel. If you're here, you probably already know how kick-ass Rob Van Dam is and was, and yeah, this figure just totally complements that. So let's get right in this review. Let's do this. Aesthetically, Mattel did a great job with Rob Van Dam here, and you know, there have been many Rob Van Dam figures over the years, and I honestly haven't owned any until this one, but I'm totally happy with this, and I think they did a great job. The likeness is pretty damn good. I think the hair's a little dark, but I mean, again, it's kind of a weird thing to where I don't know how else you would represent it. So it definitely, like, it's not a detractor by any means. I'm just saying, you know, for the sake of pointing that out and being completely honest, like the hair is, you know, maybe a tad dark, but I mean, the likeness is definitely spot on. The ring gear looks great with the skull with the yin yang in the middle, and like tiger stripes are done really well. Like, a lot of crisp paint, which is nice to see. We can see the RVD on the back. There's a few spots here, I think, from just the black paint that was being applied to the actual ring gear here on the back. So that's a little unfortunate, but again, certainly not a detractor, very much a minor thing for me. And yeah, just looks really good. Clearly more elites are moving into the pinless double jointed arms, which is fantastic. You got the arm wraps here. And yeah, I guess one of the only actual not detractors, but more unsightly things, I guess, would be the knee pads. They're definitely more of the old school Mattel approach to it. It's a little bulky. You know, certainly if it's sitting on your shelf, it's going to look good, but they're definitely big, and they're a hindrance, as we'll see a little bit later. But other than that, aesthetics look great. Very basic when it comes to accessories for RVD, but that is not a bad thing. Succinct can be very good. And so let's start off with hands, and right out of the package, we get the thumbs. So obviously you get the RVD gesture, and that's really cool. I love it. Like, there's even posed like that in the package when you buy it, so that's just a wonderful touch. I love that they have fun with the packaging in that regard. Then of course we get our C grip hands, which also have obviously the end of his hand wraps on them. So really nicely done. Cast in black plastic with the skin tone painted on there. And then finally we just get a folding chair, which is pretty cool. It's got the WWE symbol right there. But functions super well. That is a very smooth. I have not had real folding chairs that have functioned that well. So yeah, really good accessories. When it comes to articulation, we very much have the new school WWE Elite articulation scheme in full effect here, and that is absolutely a good thing. So let me get him off the stand, and let's take a look at it. So starting at the head, we are still on a ball joint. So we're coming down about that far, looking up about that much, which is actually pretty good. We do get a little bit of tilt, which is always welcome. And then we come onto the arms. We have our hinge and swivel. So we're coming up to our T-pose. We have bicep swivel. As you can see there, we have double jointed elbows, which again are pinless. Looks great and has absolutely fantastic range. Then we have hinge and swivel at the wrist. We have our old school ab crunch, gonna bring us forward about that much, backwards about that much. We have a swivel at the waist. We have our hips, which will bring us out to about there. Not even quite Rob Van Dam's actual range, but still okay. And then we get thigh swivel. We get double jointed knees. However, here's where these knee pads just kind of get in the way, and I can't shift them down or up enough to kind of get out of the way. So that's definitely worth keeping in mind if you want to really pose this. Then past that, we do have boot swivel. We have insane point, and again, insane forward, as all elites and these WWE figures do, and actually better rocker than we get with most elites. Let me see if I can come in. There we go. So really good pivot right there. And that is articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here is RVD with some other wrestling figures, with some Hasbro, with some imports, with some monsters. Finally, with an Articulated Icons Oni, and yours truly in human form as an Articulated Icons Ninja. So my final thoughts on WWE Elite 91 Rob Van Dam is that this is a super solid Elite figure, and you should absolutely pick it up if you find it. This is currently hitting store shelves, and it is also online in various retailers. So definitely pick it up if you are a fan of Rob Van Dam, ECW, WWE when he was champion. Just absolutely pick this up. It's definitely a solid release of a great wrestler and a great person from what I've gathered. I've been watching a lot of shoot interviews with him lately, and it endears me to him more and more. So I'm happy to be a fan, and I'm happy to have this figure. So yeah, the links for where to pick up this particular figure will be in the description below. And yeah, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and or sharing. Plus, there are other ways to help the channel below as well, and those will be listed, not limited to Patreon, which I just started. So please check that out. And that being said, ultra thanks to you one last time for watching, and I hope you take care of yourself, take care of those around you, and most importantly, stay weird, Simians.